in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I picked Carson Wentz. I picked Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Francisco's going to cut free. He's over the 30. Gets the puck. Here comes Free. He fires. He scores. Same play. Conklin with the slam on his head.
There's your first look tonight inside of Hausler Gymnasium at the campus, I'll call it, of Legacy High School. High school WDA volleyball is on the air tonight on the PSP Network. So glad to have you joining us on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show as we get set for opening night across the WDA. The teams have gotten through the preseason, gotten through their summer schedules, gotten through the BPS crossover tournament. And now we turn our attention to what should be a fun opening night matchup here on the network as we get set for the two teams that were 1 and 2 in the coaches poll. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, hi again, volleyball fans, alongside Mackenzie Quintus, Todd Domrys, welcoming you again to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. And what a treat for us. Number 1 versus number 2 in the coaches poll, Century and Legacy going at it again.
Like an early Christmas.
An early Christmas present, exactly. And we've got so much stuff to talk about. Mm-hmm. You and I haven't even talked to each other since last November. Well, of course we did. We ran to the grocery store and everything else. And you got some exciting news in addition to the Quintus family coming on board.
Yes, very soon, very soon. Yep, there'll be a boy Quintus in the family here soon.
There we go.
So change it up a little bit.
There we go. We're expecting a bundle of joy on the PSP broadcast in the near future, and so that'll be awesome. Century 4 and 2 in that crossover tournament that we just mentioned. Legacy 2 and 4, and I think the returns were probably what a lot of folks expected. Mackenzie, as you and I both had a chance to get over to Bismarck High School and Century to watch a little bit of the BPS crossover, and Century's a team that probably has as much coming back as anybody in the WDA, and Legacy has got a lot of new pieces around Brooklyn Felkley, and so I think that's probably a little bit of what you saw. Is Century looked like a little more oiled machine, and Legacy is going to be, I think, very good by the time the dust settles.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Legacy was probably working out a few kinks, as any team does at the beginning of the season, but especially when you are kind of creating a new team.
Century, they looked a little bit more gelled, you could say. But that happens when you have returning players that have played together for a while. They know each other's communication style. And they're on the big stage now, so give it to those new legacy players. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, we mentioned the other games in the WDA that we'll be tracking for you tonight on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. Good to have BNC and the folks at BNC bringing you that scoreboard again. You got Mandan at Bismarck tonight, Jamestown at St. Mary's, Dickinson at Williston, Minot North at Minot, and Turtle Mountain at Watford City. How about that Sentinels Magi game for a little crossover for the first time, an inter-city rivalry game brewing in the Magic City.
I saw that matchup and I was instantly just excited. I mean, that's it's new territory in Minot. I know people are excited up there. People are probably a little nervous. How's this going to go? But I think it's great. I think it's going to be a fun night up at Minot.
And we'll get to our PSP schedule in just a moment. But oh, by the way, we have that game on the network tonight, as you can catch that one in a simulcast with this one, as we love to bring you those games streaming live on the YouTube platform. So you got a doubleheader tonight. Legacy and Century here in the capital city, and Minot North at Minot up in the Magic City. This is our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that won't slow you down. No appointment needed. Stay in your car for a drive-through oil change. We know you're busy. It only takes 15 minutes. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. So much more to come in our pregame. We got our player profiles coming up, and we'll dig into that coaches poll and give you our upcoming schedule here for the week on the PSP Network. Century crossing town to take on Legacy. WDA Volleyball is the ticket tonight on the PSP Network.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Back at Hausler Gymnasium at Legacy High School, Todd Domrey's Mackenzie Quintus high atop the court here at Legacy High School as we get set for WDA Volleyball. Century 4-2, Legacy 2-4. These two teams got here by Century defeating Fargo North, Horace, West Fargo, and Davies in the crossover tournament. Legacy defeated Fargo North and West Fargo. Both teams lost to West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Shanley. And then Legacy took one on the chin to Horace and Davies. That's kind of how the East-West crossover settled out last weekend as we get set for opening night in the WDA tonight. And first, let's jump right into the coaches poll. Preseason WDA coaches poll, and probably no surprise, Century number one, Legacy might be a bit of a surprise at number 2, considering that they lost 8 seniors that were valuable contributors a year ago. Jamestown checks in at number 3. Obviously a talented crew coming back. They'll miss McKenna Nold from a year ago. Then Bismarck High checks in at number 4. Dickinson, Minot, Williston, St. Mary's rounding out that top 8. The Sentinels, their first varsity season of Minot North, checking at 9. Mandan, Watford City, Turtle Mountain round out the WDA preseason coaches poll. And I guess let's zero in on Century first.
Sure.
The coaches pick at number 1. And the nucleus that they bring back, probably in the program that Jamie Zastapool has created at Century High School, probably no surprise that Century's number 1.
Yeah, I think that's always, you're never surprised if Century's on top. I mean, she has built a very respectable program, and girls love playing for the Century. It means a lot to be a Century Patriot volleyball player. And so, girls, that's what they strive for.
Yep, and then they've got a returning All-Stater back in Adriana Backman as well, so that's going to be somebody that is going to contribute mightily for Century yet this year. Legacy, maybe a bit of surprise at number 2. You and I probably were thinking maybe Jamestown, maybe Bismarck High would be number 2, but Legacy gets 3 first-place votes for a team that really is only bringing back one girl that was consistently in the rotation last year. She's a good one, a 6'3" middle in Brooklyn Felkley, but not a lot of piece parts for Jen Astle, but maybe that speaks to the growth in Legacy's program as well.
I think you nailed it on the head there. I mean, Jen has been there since the start of this program, and she has also built a great program. Girls are working hard, and they're coming around. They want to play for the Legacy Sabres, and losing a senior class like that, I think they were all well liked, and you want to play for that program.
Yeah, and you've been sitting on the bench, you've been playing JV, you've been watching, you kind of learned the culture, but it is a completely different environment when you step onto the varsity court for the first few times. Am I not wrong?
Oh, you're completely right. Yeah, I think you're on the big stage now. You got your student body here dressed in cowboys, and what is Legacy over there? It looks like Hawaiian night, maybe.
Hawaiian night, yep.
And so they bring the energy, and it's the big stage, and this is what you dream of when you're a little girl, to play on the varsity team of your high school.
Yeah, and then Jamestown, we know the program that they have over in the Buffalo City, and Bismarck High. They'll miss Taylor Anderson for sure, but they bring some components back that maybe you and I were thinking they might be in that number 2 spots potentially in this preseason coaches poll.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Bismarck High play this year. I didn't get to watch much at the crossover this last weekend, but they had some players that I was excited would be returning this year.
Yeah, Jordan Rude, their setter Aspen Roldson is a 5-way stat sheet stuffer, and so yeah, they got some nice parts back. I got to watch Williston in the crossover, and I think the Coyotes are going to be better than their number 7 preseason coaches poll ranking. So I like what Williston's got going on up there. And obviously Minot High and North, we're going to find out a lot tonight as we get through the opening night here in the WDA campaign. All right, we'll take one more time out. We'll come back here. Well, matter of fact, let's just morph right into our player profiles tonight. As always, brought to you by Minot State. Best way to predict your future is to create it. Minot State grads employed or continuing their education, they get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. All right, Mackenzie. Hey, when you got a lot of new kids back, you get to profile some new players. And first off, for Century, we're going to talk about the senior middle right side hitter, Madison Wolf, a valuable contributor from a year ago for the Patriots.
Yeah, we enjoyed watching her last year. She had some great contributions to the Century Patriots as a junior, and I'm excited to see what she brings out as her senior year. Maybe see some leadership in her, and just see what she brings.
Yeah, and she was right up there in blocks a season ago in the top 10 in the WDA. Contributed also almost 100 kills on a team for Century that went 30-7 last year. People looked at Century last year and said, this was a disappointing season for the Century Patriots. Can you believe that? They went 30-7, and it's a disappointment.
Yeah,
how high is that bar for Century?
I mean, it's up there, but those girls know that.
Yeah.
That's the expectation of a Century Patriot, and that's wild to me that 30-7 is a quote-unquote disappointing year, but and I think it probably lights a little fire under them sometimes when you're at the top all the time. that's what it takes.
Well, and I can appreciate tonight Madison Wolf. I got her confused with Addie Clemene so many times last year. They kind of had the same ponytail and everything else, but tonight Madison Wolf's got it tied up a little bit tighter, so that is a broadcaster's perfect scenario for me, as they both kind of had that bushy ponytail last year. So thank you, Wolf and Clemene, the law firm I called them last year, on the block for the Century Patriots for divvying up the ponytails this year. So there's your player profile for the Century Patriots, the senior standout Madison Wolf, brought to you again by Minot State. Be seen, be heard, be you at Minot State University. We'll get to our legacy player profile. We'll set our upcoming schedule on the PSP Network as we're closing in on the lineups. And our first serve tonight from Hausler Gymnasium. This is our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Visit a service center in Minot and Bismarck. Nobody's time is wasted. 15-minute full-service oil change. Find them online at VIOC.com. Century and Legacy getting set for opening night in the WDA volleyball action coming up next here on the PSP Network.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Well, you might think it takes a cast of thousands for us to bring you a product that looks so good on the PSP Network on a night in and night out basis, but tonight it's Todd McKenzie and the man, the myth, the legend, John Haugen, bringing you all the views, the sights, the sounds. He's producing, he's running the cameras for us tonight on the PSP Network as we get set for our player profile tonight for the Legacy Sabres. This is brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years experience as your heating and air experts, your factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. Find them online at northern-plains.com. None other than another middle. We're focusing on the middles tonight. Brooklyn Falkley, the returner for Legacy, the big 6'3" senior. You mentioned leadership. She's going to have to take on not only just an athletic production role, but she's going to have to take on a leadership role for the Sabres this year as well.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that that's not going to be a problem for her. I am a big Brooklyn Falkley fan. I just love the energy that she brings to the court, and just like she's such a spark plug. I can just see her, being a great leader for these younger girls that are coming up and that don't have as much experience. She's just so fun to watch.
Yeah, and if you don't know a lot about Brooklyn Falkley, she wears that emotion on her sleeve.
I love it.
She brings the energy, she brings the excitement. She will be a true leader, and man, she has been a producer, not only an all-WDA volleyball performer and a South Dakota State Jackrabbit basketball commit. She's been a two-time All-Stater in basketball and a 4.0 student. Also throws for the Legacy girls track team. So not only a great multi-sport athlete, but a great student athlete as well.
Incredible. That's something that lots of girls should be looking up to, is someone like Brooklyn Falkley.
Absolutely. And, there's no shortage of work that young lady has put in to put herself in the position that she's in to hopefully enjoy all kinds of success her senior season. So there's your player profile for the Legacy Sabres, the big 6'3" middle Brooklyn Falkley, going to be a standout for Jen Astel's Legacy Sabres. All right, fans, we're getting closer to the lineups and the national anthem, but first, here's our upcoming schedule on the PSP Network. We mentioned our volleyball doubleheader tonight. There you see it, Minot North at Minot High, just about getting set. We'll be tracking that game on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. Thursday night, we got soccer up in the Magic City. Century travels up to take on the Minot North Sentinels, and then a triple header of football on Friday night. Minot is at Fargo Shanley, Grand Forks Central at St. Mary's, and Wapaton at Minot North. That should be a great night of football on the PSP Network. And then we conclude the week with WDA soccer with Bismarck up in the Magic City to take on the Magi in a 3:30 pitch start in Minot on Saturday. There's your upcoming Week 3 schedule on the PSP Network. Be sure to like and follow us on our social media channels of Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all the latest of happenings at the PSP Network. Oh, there you go. You mentioned the Western night. Man, where do you find a pink cowboy hat like that?
You know, I think I have one at our house, actually.
I think we had a couple kids sporting those at Medora one time.
Yes, that's where it came from. We have a purple one also, if anybody needs it.
Purple, pink. there we go. All right, and there is, look at that student section. See, this is what it's all about, though. I mean, this is opening night in the WDA, and I know you as a former Berthold Bomber standout and you, Mary, standout. I mean, this gets you excited when you see the student sections out on an opening night like this.
Yeah, I love how the students come out for volleyball. I think it's just so fun.
Yeah, and if you're a player, this is going to just build to a crescendo. I mean, this is opening night, and throughout the season, as the matchups get a little bit better, the lights get a little bit brighter, and you get closing in on West Region volleyball action, which, oh, by the way, we're going to bring you this year on the PSP Network, as that should be fun, and tonight's going to be great as well. All right, let's see what the order of the activities is going to be here tonight. If it's going to be the national anthem, we will take a little bit of a break. If it's going to be the lineups, we will talk through those, as I always love the
the wave.
the volleyball wave.
It's tradition.
I think it's going to be the anthem first, so we'll just play this by ear for just a second. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. No appointment needed. Stay in your car for a drive-through oil change. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. Thanks again to Minot State and Northern Plains Heating and Air for bringing you our player previews tonight. It is going to be the anthem, so we'll take a short break here. We'll come back to the lineups and the first serve from Legacy tonight. Century and Legacy Volleyball coming up next on the PSP Network.
BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
A nice rendition of our national anthem, and now we get set for the lineups. First off, let's talk about the visitors tonight, the Century Patriots, and some of their main keys tonight. Hope Bauman will be making, for all intents and purposes, her first action in varsity. Hope is a defensive specialist and an outside hitter, is a senior. Sylvia Taylor is a gal that Jen Zastopoulos said has as good of a summer as anybody in the Century program. Alexis Heinley is a high flyer that we really liked towards the end of last season as a junior middle hitter. Cadence DeWitt is going to be a gal that, as a senior, gets to start on that outside for Century. Jocelyn Kilber and Abby Foslin will be sharing the setting duties. The returning All-Stater for Century is Atriana Backman, Addison Clemene, and Madison Wolf, the law firm up front. And then you got Holland Fitterer as a libero and a server that came in for a lot of spot duty last year for Century. And, of course, Century's head coach in her 14th season, Jamie Zastapoul. For the Legacy Sabres, some of the main gals that we'll be watching and focusing on tonight is Cambry Volk, the 5'5" outside hitter as a junior. You don't see too many 5'5" girls having big swings, and she does exactly that for Legacy. Avery will be the starting libero for Legacy. Cameron Hoynes in that back row. Marley Falcon as a sophomore middle. She'll be getting a lot of action tonight. I really like the game of Kaylin Kraft. You'll hear a lot about her tonight as a senior middle and right side hitter. McKenna Brendel is on that front line. You've got Madison Schilke. You got Brooklyn Pudwell. You got a new setter for Legacy replacing the All-Stater Reese Dukeshire is Jenny Selly. And then Bentley Solom will get some action tonight along with Brooklyn Falkley. So that's, we were wondering. And then, of course, Jen Astle, the 12th year head coach for the Legacy Sabres, been there for the entire eternity of Legacy's program. So there's a lot of names we just rattled off there. We'll get to more of the particulars on those gals, but the cupboard is not bare for either one of these volleyball teams.
Oh, definitely not. These girls have been working hard to, like we said, get to the big stage, and they're here.
Thanks to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for bringing you our pregame show tonight. Get set for first serve from Legacy High School tonight. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Well, the one thing I don't really like is both teams in white, but I guess that plays. I mean, they're on the one side of the court. They're only going to stay on that same side, so I guess it doesn't really matter what color you have on. But
you're right. It does give a little.
I originally thought, I'm like, well, who forgot their road uniforms? Because usually the home team has white on, but I guess it plays.
Yeah, it works in volleyball.
Fans, tonight's game brought to you by Planet Pizza. No pizza like it. Try the blue Bluffalo or the plain cheese. Planet Pizza, 852-1700, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Century's going to send back Abby Foslin, and she will serve it up, and we'll be underway from Century serving at Legacy High School tonight. Volk with a touch. Felkley with a swing in the middle, blocked by Clemene. And just bumped across by Brendel. Set up by Foslin. Good rip there for Century, but now Legacy gets a tip for Cambry Volk.
Yeah, and that's just a tip of what she can do. You could say she's so fun to watch. She can just jump so high, but that time she really did a great job of reaching for the ball and using the block just a little bit to tip it over their fingertips there.
Cameron Hoynes will serve for Legacy, and that one, little early match jitters, sails long, a service error for the Sabres. Just underway, 1-1 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life's busy. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Hope Bauman will do the honors for the Patriots. Down the line, picked up by Brendel, set up for Volk. Big swing, Century got a piece of that. Foslin sets it up, backman, right down the line for the winner.
And she does such a good job of going down line there, but that really shows, her experience. We've been watching her now this is the third year, and she just does a really great job of getting up and swinging hard.
Getting early, this one's over chant from the Century Patriots. That might be a little premature, folks, but Patriots trying to stack some up. Will Libero with a nice dig, sets up the offense for the Patriots. Century up into the standards, pushed across by Sylvia Taylor. Set up by Selly. Volk goes to the tip, and right into the donut it goes for the winner.
Great job of making an adjustment there by Cambry Volk. And just that donut will get you every once in a while.
How about the adjustment going to the offhand, the left-handed tip there for Volk?
Yeah, that was great.
Set 1, 2-2 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Volk will serve. Sent over by Backman, and she two-hand pushed it down the line, and that's in.
Yeah, and I think the block got a little bit of that, so it made it hard for the defense to adjust when there's just a little power coming off of that tip.
Good intensity here in set 1. A nice crowd has filed into Hausler Gymnasium as Addie Clemene will serve. Good touch 1, touch 2, and Felkley's blocked at the net. Legacy keeps it alive, but it's wide. And the block party set up early for the Patriots.
Yeah, they did a great job of getting right on Brooklyn there. And, you know, Legacy got some hands on it, but wasn't able to keep it in.
And Clemene goes to the jump serve. Nice first pass for Volk. Here comes Brendel, rolls it over. Century had a hard time with it. Probably two gals in the vicinity, both got a piece of it, and it's a point for Legacy.
Yeah, and I can see those two girls down there, they're talking over, like, Abby Foslin. She's like, I'll take that one. But, you know, good on Alexis Heinley. You never want to let a ball drop. So when in doubt, just take it.
Avery will serve it. Foslin sets it. Rip for Sylvia Taylor. And she drops it down.
That looked really great. She had her timing down perfectly on that. She got a full swing in, and great pass by the Century Patriots to set that ball up.
Where does Century come up with all these hitters? I mean, we know that Heinley can rip it. We know that Clemene can do her thing. Wolf and Backman, obviously. I mean, they kind of got them coming out of their ears again.
Yeah, and they seem to every year.
Selly sets it. Brendel cleaned up there by Bauman. Set by Kilber now. Backman off the block. Oh, what a play. Bauman kept it alive. Backman rolls it, and will send it over on a free ball. Century. Fitterer sets it, tipped by Wolf. Good action on both sides. Then there's Heinley. Hello.
Yeah, what a great rally there. There was so much action in that one, and then Heinley just put it away perfectly to end it. She does such a good job. She swings so fast. She's so fun to watch in the middle.
Jocelyn Kilber will now serve. Selly goes to the dump. Sent back over by Kilber. Legacy sets it up. Little backslide for Marley Falco, and that's blocked by Backman and Heinley. Fitterer plays it for the Patriots. Kilber, and that was a little mistiming there as Backman had elevated a little bit too early, and an attack error goes to the Sabres. And Jenny Selly back to serve for Legacy. Played by Bauman, nice pass to Kilber, and there's Heinley, and that goes straight down.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, it's all started with the pass from Hope Bauman that was right on top of her setter's head, and she set up Alexis Heinley just perfectly.
We'll see if we can get you an early Ryan Family Dealership replay of that one. As there's that pass, right to Heinley, and down it went. Back in action. Oh, put that one on a tee for Marley Falcon.
Middle hitter's dream. The overpass ball, she went up and she took advantage.
I'm not in mid-season form yet. I got to remember that I can't roll out those replays. Sometimes they take a little bit too long, but thanks to Ryan Family Dealership bringing in our replays season long as Wolf's attack is blocked. Sent over by Volk. Kilber, back pass. Wolf hammers it.
Great hit by Wolf there, and good job on Legacy's libero to get a hand on it. Just wasn't able to keep it in control.
This feels like one of these matches. These two teams played 3 5-setters last year, as Volk had that one sail long. But they played 4 times last year, Mackenzie, and 3 of them went 5 sets.
Yeah, how fun is that?
Yeah, exactly. Century's crept up on top, 9-5. And they got Holland Fitterer, goes to the float serve. Volk with touch 1, tight set for Falcon. And going to be a carry or a push or something?
It's called double contact
double
on that.
Contact,
so
yep.
the setter didn't have a clean set.
Thanks for cleaning up my terminology there, Mackenzie.
You're welcome.
Fitterer a little too strong on that serve. When we were talking to the Fitterers as they came in tonight, I said, is there any more Fitterers coming up through the Century program? And Mom and Dad said, nope, this is it.
I'm kind of bummed. I love watching those girls.
Paul and Dana Fitterer. They've been a lot of Century volleyball games for the last decade. As a service error for Legacy. Gets a side out for the Patriots. And Abby Foslin. Of course, Abby, the talented basketball player as well for Century. Got a lot of time as the sophomore last year for Nate Wellstead. A little back row attack there for McKenna Brendel. Not McKenna. Yeah, McKenna, beg your pardon. Her older sister Brooklyn played last year. Oh, there it is. Volk off the block, and it's down on the Legacy side.
Yeah, that went into the way back court. They're fun when you're the blocking team. They are tough on the defense when you are on the receiving side of that.
And Century flexing some early muscle here in set 1. They've doubled up the Sabres 12-6 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. They go to Felkley in the middle. And like Century might have been in the net.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for Legacy to take advantage of that. I think that last rally, or not rally, but past set hit was a little out of system for them, but they got the point when Century was in the net, so now's their chance to rack up some points.
And Hoynes.
And I jinxed her.
With a service error. Good to know that week 1, the broadcaster jinx is in full effect. Here, thanks also tonight to Shields for bringing you our Player of the Week. Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Every sporting good possible, along with fashion and footwear. Shields, a proud supporter of the PSP network in Minot and Bismarck. Sally goes to Volk. Oh, denied. Taylor and Clemene with a half block each.
Yeah, they're coming together really well on that outside block there for Kimbry Volk. I have a feeling she'll make an adjustment and get something else working for her.
Century up by a touchdown here, 14-7. That might have been out. Played by Hoynes. Now a free ball for the Patriots. Foslin goes to Backman and she tools it off the block.
That was a great hit by Backman. I think that set was a little bit tight, but she went up there and she was able to really use the Legacy block to her advantage.
And we get an early Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the courts. Ryan Family Dealership's commitment and respect to their customers is strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. I'll bring you a Ryan Family Dealership replay of that last action. I think this was the big hit for Alexis Heinley right here. One more time as we send you into break with Century leading Legacy here, 15-7. And we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. Don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
A quick timeout there for the Sabres. Jen Astle wanted to regroup the troops. And Hope Bauman serving for the Patriots. Played by Will, kept alive by Felkley, and then sent across by Seeley, and that is sent wide. And the mistakes kind of piling up here later in set 1 for Legacy. Bauman trying to stack some points and put set 1 away for the Patriots. They lead by 9. She goes to a short serve and it hits the tape. And a service error for the Patriots. Hey fans, Prestwich Orthodontics also likes to bring you tonight's game, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. You can check them out at mynotbraces.com. Camry Volk serves, played by Bauman, set up by Foslin. Backman goes to the tip, kept alive by Brendel, and then it was a you got it, I'll take it between Volk and Will, and that usually doesn't work.
Yeah, that's always a bummer when that happens, but you know, and this Libero's new, and I think she'll get it down, but like that's her ball. She'll take it.
Well, now you're going to get your first look at Sammy Watson tonight for Legacy and Bentley Solom. Sophomore in Watson and a junior in Solom, as Legacy just trying to break some momentum here as Century has stretched this out to a 17-8 lead in set one with Clemene serving. Overpass set up by Backman. Back rip for Sylvia Taylor, and it's going to be into the net, and 4 touches on the Century side, and the point goes to Legacy.
Yep, didn't quite get all the way over the net. I think Century was hoping that it did, and maybe Legacy got a touch on with the block, but Coach Sunderland there called 4 hits on them.
And Avery Will serves. Taylor one more time, and I think that found the line. It did.
Yeah, she did a really great job of getting on top of the ball there and putting a lot of spin on it. She kind of had to use all of the snap of her wrist to keep that ball in, and she did a good job.
Sylvia Taylor, the 6'1" junior. I think she's driving a car that my son was driving a couple years ago. So we sold the car to the Taylor family. Good to hear that baby's still running. Drove the Ford Escape to the venue tonight. Blocked there by Heinley. Sent back over by Sammy Watson. Ooh, just wide. Watson went to the push down the near side line. Couldn't hit the line. And Century now leads by 10. Kilber sends that one into the net. Good to have the Kilber family tuning in tonight from Ipswich, South Dakota.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Got a chance to visit with Amber and the Kilber family. Wanted to say hello to them, joining us on the PSP network tonight. That's the beauty of our platform is you can be all. We had folks from Germany watching one of our swimming broadcasts one night.
Cool.
Yeah. Seeley will serve it up. Backman denied at the net, sent back over by Fitterer. Here's a tip for Falcon. Tipped right back. Heinley says, I can go higher and find the floor.
Yeah, that was really nice by Heinley. She really used those long arms to her advantage there and waited on that ball and was able to tip it back over.
And she can elevate with the best of them. Third in the state high jump, 5th in the state long jump, and 5th in the state triple jump.
Wow.
And right back at the net she is again, and another point for Century.
Yeah, I think Madison Wolf got the most of that one, but Heinley was right there to assist her. Century's really bringing the block party, like you like to say.
Yeah, and get your Ryan Family Dealership replays. You got a timeout on the floor brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. Here's that play just a moment ago where it's going to come back across to the Legacy side. Legacy goes to the tip, and then watch Heinley just climb the ladder here and tip it right back. Oh, baby. That's called elevation right there. They don't teach that one, folks. That is just God-given and hard work that gets her that kind of jumping ability. Century cruising here in set one, 21-10. Back with the finish of this one after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
Well, Legacy's burnt both their timeouts here in set one, and an ace. Adriana Backman.
That was a great serve by Adriana there. It really just kind of dropped. There might have been a little miscommunication from Legacy, but that was just a really great serve.
Now Backman, the team leader, returning this year in kills and digs. Was in the top 10 in digs a year ago. As Legacy's going to send in Mackenzie Schilke into that back row as another one. Backman has found an opening in the middle of that Legacy defense.
Yeah, that looked almost exactly like the first serve. She's found a sweet spot.
How much of that is the coaching staff indicating to Backman where to put that serve, and how much of it is her just reading the court?
I would guess most of it is usually you're going off of what your coach is telling, where you're telling her to go. I would guess that, we just talked about Mackenzie Schilke coming into the game, that serve was probably supposed to go to her. You don't always hit it right on every time, but she may have also said, I just got an ace on this, I'm going to hit it right back again.
And now you get a serve pro set point for the Patriots. They lead 24-10. Brendel says not quite yet, as McKenna Brendel has a big kill there for the Sabres. Serve pro brings you our set points and match points. And they'll bring you our move of the game after the game as well. Advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's serve pro. Brendel will serve. Oh, tough serve. Nice setup there by Fitterer. Turns into a hammer time for Madison Wolf. And that's the way set one will go into the books. A convincing opening set win for the Century Patriots, 25-11. Let's see if we can get a look at that final kill here for the Patriots. As there's the serve from Brendel. That's a good dig and a good first pass there by Fitterer. Set up by Kilber, and there's Madison Wolf dropping the hammer. Now we'll take an in-between set break here, brought to you by Magic Towing. Patriots on top, 1-0. And Legacy looking to answer the call here in set two after this timeout on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about Magic Towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Thanks to Magic Towing for bringing you that short in-between set intermission there. Magic Towing, you blow it, they'll tow it. No job too big or too small. Put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. And if you mention PSP, you can get $50 off your next tow. Thanks to the folks at Magic Towing, being a season-long sponsor for us on the PSP Network. Mackenzie, what'd you like in set one there for the Century Patriots?
Well, they were doing a lot of things really well. Obviously, they came out and really kind of took it to Legacy, but I thought their passing was really well. They had a lot of good passes to their setter, which enables them to set up their big hitters, and then also the blocking. I mean, they always come out and block so well. It's a little bit of everything, actually.
Yep. And I think Legacy, as I was talking to Coach Astle pregame, one of the things that she mentioned was in the crossover, and she has a great perspective on the crossover. Her mentality is, well, that's just like preseason in her mind. The crossover is like preseason. Now we get in the regular season, and you get into the postseason at some point in time. But she has a good perspective there. As there's a double hit on Century, gets Legacy a point to start off set 2. But what she learned on the crossover from her team was that they can play with anybody in the state. The good teams from the East. But they can also flip a switch and go the wrong direction in short order as well.
And that's kind of the thing with volleyball. It's such a game of momentum. I mean, a lot of games are, but volleyball especially. And it's like you have a few rallies that don't go your way. It just seems to pile on each other, and sometimes it's hard to dig out of that. But it looks like they're coming out a little bit stronger here in this second set, and hopefully they can pull it together.
And now they get unorganized there as DeWitt's had a chance there for Century. Clemene with a middle swing, blocked by Legacy. Sylvia Taylor, hello.
She's been so great on the right side tonight. She's really swinging well.
Yeah, Sylvia Taylor, the 6'1" junior for the Patriots. Evens our score at 1 here in set 2. Oh, they're not putting the set scores up tonight. I'm going to go see if they can do that for us. I might go push the buttons on the scoreboard myself. Fitterow bumps at it. Taylor rips again, and she puts another one to the floor.
Yep, she went down line that time and got a little bit of the Legacy block, but Legacy wasn't able to close it up. And Kimberly did a good job of getting a hand on it, but it wasn't in control, so that point goes to Century.
All they got to do is hit match 1, and it would show Century ahead 1 set. Oh, there's an overpass. And your returning second-team All-Stater, Adriana Backman's not going to miss that one.
No, she wasn't. And, I wish you could give Hope an assist for that. I thought she served really well in the crossover tournament, and she is, it looks different for her. She's, stays standing. A lot of the girls are jump serving these days, but she serves so aggressively, and that paid off right there. They overpassed it, and Adriana was able to get a kill off of it.
Good dig that time by Will. Sets up Volp, but that sails long, and Century has stacked a few in here. And you mentioned the jump serve has become prominent in high school volleyball, but we saw one of the best servers in the WDA last year, Reese Ducher for Legacy. She was a flat-footed server, and that serve was hard to deal with the whole year.
Yeah, she was a great server. She got a lot of aces, and now Hope served out. But that, even on that last play, she served, and the pass wasn't perfect, and so then they didn't get a great hit. But she just rattled off 3 or 4 serves here. So it's kind of fun to see, girls take a different approach and still have success with it.
Sammy Watson will serve for Legacy, and it's an ace party. And Watson will get the call from the bench, serves it up to Bauman. Set for Foslin. Backman didn't get all that one. Set up for Legacy. On a swing, now Backman found the line.
That was just great court awareness by Backman there. She, saw that the line was open, and she used both hands to push it over and put it in a great spot.
Now these two teams, you mentioned all the people that they lost. Legacy losing Reese Ducher, Hallie Severson, Aaliyah McPherson. That's a bunch of all WDA, all-state performers amongst the 8 seniors that they're trying to replace from a year ago. Sylvia Taylor tips, Watson digs, Seeley tips it over. Backman now sends it back over, Will sets it up. Seeley, cleaned up there off the swing from Kraft, and off the block. Sylvia Taylor again.
Yeah, Legacy just needs to close that up just a little bit better. That's a tough one for the defense to get to when it just comes right over top of the block.
Patriots have doubled up Legacy 6-3 here in set 2. Patriots leading 1-0. Oh, there's Cambry Volk. And that one had some authority on it.
Yeah, she was swinging hard, and she was able to use Century's block on that one. They weren't closed up, and she took advantage. She got all the way up there. She can jump all the way up there. She jumps so high. Love watching it.
Yeah, accomplished track athlete as well for Legacy, Cambry Volk. Nice serve there for Will. Set up for Taylor. Oh, nice block. Will and Falcon set that well-formed block for Legacy. Now Volk goes to the tip. Oh, nice dig. Fosland sent it wide, however. Good action, back-to-back points for Legacy. And it's early in the season, so you're going to see teams that are going to still try to figure out rotations and
absolutely
figure out these substitution patterns that they like. They serve it to Backman that time. Heinle rips, and I think that was into the net, yep. And 3 straight for the Sabres.
Yeah, they got momentum on their side now, and they tied it up 6-6. Let's see if they can get ahead.
It's all started by good service work here by Avery Will, the senior libero. Bauman, tight set, fisted across by Backman. Seeley sets it up. Kraft goes to the dump. Cleaned up nicely by Fitterer. Tipped over by Falcon. Blocked by Heinle. Legacy kept it alive. Fitterer, touch 1, touch 2. And Heinle drops the hammer.
Drops the hammer is right. I just love watching her swing. She uses like all of her arm and really whips at the ball, and it just goes down so hard. She's been so fun to watch. I can tell her confidence is just even more this year. You know, she's a little bit older. She got that experience last year. She's been so fun to watch at the crossover. You can just tell she's a more experienced player and having fun out there.
Kraft's attack is cleaned up. Seeley with a dig. Sent over by Kraft. And it's going to be a point for Century. Yeah, we mentioned the gals that Legacy's having to fill in for. Century, of course, lost Eden Fridley. Quinn Coast, Erica Lee, all WDA All-State performers, as there's Adriana Backman finding the spot with a big swing. This one, Legacy scored 3 straight. Now Century answers back with 3 straight. Kilber serves it up to Watson. Set up for Volk. Into the block it goes. And going to be a lift there on the Patriots. I don't know if there's somebody that has a larger vertical jump than Cambry Volk.
I'd have to agree. She seems to be flying.
She takes off and doesn't come down.
Yeah.
She's just 5'5", folks, playing the front line. Set for Heinle. Oh, that is a huge block. Brendel and Falcon do the honors.
And that's a huge momentum builder for Legacy. They need to rally off of that. You know, getting Alexis Heinle a huge block like that.
Tough serve there for Bentley Solom. Century has to free ball it over. Volk sets it up. Solom tipped over for Falcon. Patriots play it up to Bauman, to Backman. They got a piece of that, did Legacy. Brendel sets it. Will hits the tape, sends it over. Kilber has to knock it over, and it's going to go the way of the Sabres.
Yep, so that was a back row attack. Century's running a 6-2, and so their setter is coming from the back row, and she jumped to hit the ball, basically, and it went over the net, so that's a back row attack. She's not allowed to do that.
Good serve again there by Solom, and Backman tried to save it, but that was all set up by a good service attack there for Bentley Solom. The 5'9" junior will be at the line as Legacy has crept back on top. 10-9 here in set 2. Patriots leading 1-0 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Wolf denied at the net. Kilber back sets it for Heinle. Solom kept it alive. So did Will. And Watson digs it over. Set up for Wolf. Oh, good spot. Madison Wolf with a big swing.
Yeah, she did a really great job. She was off the net on there, and so sometimes that's easy to, not come with your full swing, but she really put a lot behind that one, and it paid off.
Talk about that, you mentioned Alexis Heinle with kind of that longer swing. Then there's some girls who kind of just kip it right by their ear and then just have that short, powerful swing.
Yeah, have more of the snap.
Yeah.
You're right. Everybody learns differently, and everybody uses their body differently. It's finding out which works for you and how you can get the most kills.
Oh, Alexis Heinle looked to have a kill there. Sammy Watson sets it up. Oh, and Brendel went to the corner tip, but it hit the net. And it goes the way of the Patriots.
Yeah, she had a plan in mind, but unfortunately it just wasn't quite executed.
Adriana Backman will serve it for the Patriots. Will with touch one, Solom, and a cut shot there for Brendel. Kept alive by the Patriots. Now a back row attack for Sammy Watson, blocked at the net by Heinle. Near side for Brendel. Touched by Backman. Flat-footed attack for Wolf. Nice dig for Solom. Will sent it backwards. Solom sends it over. Kilber. Now a tip shot. Nice spot for Madison Wolf.
That was really nice by Century. That was a free ball. It came over, which, free ball, volleyball is anything that's not an attack. And so that's always a libero's dream also, is take a free ball, because they can put that right on the setter's head. And you saw there, they brought 2 attackers in, and which was able to pull the block, so they had a little bit more open net, and they were able to take advantage.
Century by a couple. Oh, a tight set, and Legacy couldn't handle it. And an unforced error there on an errant pass 1. Couldn't get past 2 established. And Backman back at the service line. With the Patriots now leading 13-10 here, leading 1-0. Solom back sets it for Volk, and that's just long. Well, this is kind of where the last set got away from Legacy as well. They were right there. And Century just flexed some muscle in set 1. Brendel to Solom, back to Brendel, rolls it over. Backman, good first pass. Kilber goes to Heinle. Oh, big block. But it goes wide as Heinle tools the block, and another point for the Patriots.
Yep, Legacy was there. Heinle's got a tough, hard swing, but they can just turn their hands in a little bit. Hopefully they can keep some of those blocks in the court.
And a Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the court. Let's see, what do we got queued up in that last Ryan Family Dealership replay here? I don't even remember what play this was, so we're going to have to just diagnose this as we go.
I think that was that free play I was talking about. They had
it was Wolf.
Heinle and Wolf went up at the same time, and
well done. Ryan Family Dealership brings you our timeouts. Trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Century by 5 here in set 2, and the Patriots lead 15-10, and they lead 1-0.
Way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
And that wasn't a Legacy timeout. We forget sometimes they give us TV timeouts. They do that for us on the PSP network. Actually not, but we'll take advantage of them. Todd Domrings, Mackenzie Quintus, John Haugen back with you at Legacy. As Brendel had it tipped at the net, and then Brendel underhanded it out. And the point goes to Century.
Yeah, she was trying to tip over Century's block, but we've talked a lot tonight. Century's block is pretty tough, and so sometimes you miss-hit it.
Fans Tonight's game also brought to you by the UPS store, located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Backman has stacked a few here. Good dig by Will. Set up for Falcon. Another good dig for Fitterer. Sets up Clemene. Oh, check that was Wolf. And Cadence DeWitts. It's a kill for Century.
Yeah, she did a great job of using the block there, and got to give a little shout out to Fitterer, she had a great dig that went straight on top of the setter's head, which is always nice. You can stay in system a lot easier that way, and great dig.
Backman with Century up by 7. Volk pushes it over. Oh, good pickup there by Backman. Sent over by the Patriots. Legacy with a free ball. Good first pass, all the options available. And Madison Wolf, Rip City.
Yeah, she's having a really great night over there on the right side. She's swinging hard and getting lots of kills.
And now you get a Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the court. Century is cruising here in set 2, 18-10 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. The Patriots leading 1-0, and we'll come right back after this timeout on the PSP Network. Backman will serve it up for Century with the Patriots leading by 8. Kilber touches it backwards. And nice block there by Volk and Falcon off the Wolf tip. And Legacy breaks that streak.
Yeah, that was a good job by Legacy to wait for that ball. They probably could tell that was a tough angle for that hitter to take that, and she didn't have a lot of options other than the tip, and they were waiting for it.
Cambry Volk will serve, pushed ahead. Heinley tattoos one.
Yep, came with that big swing, and Legacy just didn't quite press over the net far enough, and so the ball went right down the front of them, and point to list Century.
Hoynes back in for Legacy as Fitterer will serve for the Patriots. Will to Solom to Watson. Cleaned up by Century. Oh, tough angle there for Wolf. She was kind of had her body contorted the wrong direction.
Yeah, that can be really hard on that right side when you're a right-handed hitter. It's a tough angle.
Falcon with a good serve. Century sets it up for Clemene. That's blocked at the net, and then an attack there for DeWitts. Gives Legacy the point. Minor after the game, we'll have our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show, and within that post-game, we'll have our player of the game and our move of the game. Stay tuned for that at the conclusion of the contest tonight. Kilber sets it for Wolf, tipped at the net by Legacy. Watson is tipped, still on the Legacy side. Brendel, good hit.
Yeah, that was a good hit by Brendel right down the line there, and they need that. They need to get some momentum going here, get some passes and get their hitters going.
Kenna Brendel, the 5'10 senior. And you got Marley Falcon. Talented basketball player, Marley. Oh, there's a big hit. Clemene almost found a forehead right there.
Yeah, she was swinging on the outside. We usually see her out of the middle, and the outside is fun to swing from when you're not getting to do it all the time, and she took full advantage.
Addie Clemene had some big games. Matter of fact, she was our player of the game one time last year.
She was.
On the PSP Network. Good first pass there by Watson. Comes to Brendel. Oh, and DeWitts and Clemene blocked that one down for the Patriots.
I'd like to see Legacy get Brooklyn going here. Get some fire going under them.
Yep. She's one that can light the fire for the Sabres. Jump serve by Foslin. Solom to Felkley right on cue, and it's blocked by Century. Foslin had to run through Clemene to get a set.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do.
No, I was going to say, she was lucky to get to that one.
She was trying. She's like, there's a brick wall in front of me. Seeley will come in and serve. Jenny Seeley, also a softball player for Legacy. And she knuckles a serve over. Set up by Foslin. Oh, and there is Clemene. She didn't miss that one.
No, that was a really nice setup. I mean, they had everything going for them in that one. And that was a tough serve, too, but give it to Holland Fitterer. She used her hands and put a perfect pass on top of her setter's head, and then she set up their big hitters.
And this has been a good rotation right here for Century tonight as Hope Bauman serving. Legacy ready for the serve receive. Good first pass, touch 2, and a roll shot for Watson, and nicely done.
Yeah, that was a great spot. That's a tough one to defend.
Yeah, the back row attack there for Sammy Watson puts Legacy on the board. Century still by 6 here, and a service error will make it a 7-point game. Century closing in on a 2-0 lead here. And Clemene will go to the jump serve, and that one whistles long. Well, Legacy's got to stack a few to stay in contention here in set 2. Avery will serve. Touched by Bauman, set up by Foslin. Backman denied at the net. Patriots bump it up, back to Backman, and she tried to feather it on the angle and couldn't do it.
Yeah, she didn't have a lot of options on that one, so she was trying to go to that short cross court, but wasn't able to get it quite over the net.
Avery Will serves it up to Backman. Century pushes it over to the corner, and what is it? Nobody made a single. And finally they say,
oh, shoot,
it was on the line. I was waiting for the line judges, and
yeah, she signaled that she didn't see it. I think one of the players may have gotten her way, and so the down judge took it upon herself and said it was in.
That's a tough one for the Sabres right in front of their bench. They didn't argue too much, though.
No, it was close.
Serve pro set point for the Patriots. Cambry Volk fires one. Century gonna go to Backman. She's denied at the net. Dumped over by Kilber. Seeley picks it up. Set by Falcon. Kraft sends it over. Century with another chance to close it out, and Heinley does exactly that. Alexis Heinley ends set 2 in style for the Century Patriots, and Century with a commanding 2-0 lead, winning set 2, 28. I check that, 25-18. Ryan Family Dealership replay of set point here as Backman was blocked. Century sets it right back up. Legacy had a chance to get a side out. Kraft couldn't get it organized. And now here comes Heinley to hammer it straight down to end set 2 for Century. Magic Towing brings you our in-between set breaks here on the PSP Network with Century as we head to set 3, leading 2-0 here on the PSP Network.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Century leading 2-0 here over Legacy, winning 25-11 in set 1, 25-18 in set 2. Scoreboard update brought to you by BNC National Bank. Bismarck leading Mandan 1-0. Watford City and Turtle Mountain tied up at 1-1. No report in from St. Mary's and Jamestown. And Century, of course, here leading 2-0 over their crosstown rival Legacy. Foslin serves it up to start set 3. I wish they would put the sets up on the scoreboard and who's ahead. But hey, it's early season for everybody. As DeWitt's had that one hit the top of the net and tipped. And Legacy is going to get a point as it's a lift on Century. Oh, I beg your pardon, that went the other direction.
Lift on, Legacy.
Lift on Legacy. Watson with a good first pass. Kraft to the donut. Fitterer tried to pick it up, but Clemene couldn't handle it, and Legacy ties it up at 1.
Yep, she got a hand on it, but there I think part of the difference was on that one for Legacy, they had a really great pass, and so they were able to use some different options and, hopefully catch Century off their toes.
Bentley Solom back to serve as this has been a matchup that Century has been dominating. As there's a point on an ace for Avery Will. Of course, Legacy started their program in 2015, and that's about the time Century was on a championship run like none other. And so the all-time series is 22-2. Century leading Legacy. You and I got to call one of those Legacy wins last year at Century High School. Those don't come easy, beating the Patriots on their home floor. Legacy did exactly that in October. DeWitt's fires, sent back over by Legacy. Back set for Sylvia Taylor off the block of Felkley. Volk kept it alive. Set up for Century. DeWitt's pushes it to the corner. Will to Volk. And a back row attack for Watson. Now a tight set, tipped over for Foslin. And that's going to be the back row attack again?
Yep, that was back row attack. That pass was going pretty far over the net, and Abby Foslin tried to save it, but she touched it and it went over, and she's in the back row, so that's a illegal hit.
Oh, a tight set. Foslin couldn't handle that. And a good start to set 3 here for Legacy. See, I catch on fast on Mackenzie. You notice how fast
yeah.
I diagnosed that back row hit?
Yeah, you're a very quick learner.
A very quick learner. I've been called a lot of things. As Century answers the call there, and they cut this lead in half. It's been good activity for an early season September opening match here in the WDA. Hope Bauman with a tight serve. Nice dig by Volk. Sets it up for Brendel. Goes to the cutter. cleaned up by the Patriots. Solom back to Volk down the line. Fosland to Fitterer. Now Backman rises. Kept alive by Will and sent over by Solom. Fosland with the jump set. Clemene, down it goes.
Kind of paintbrushed that one. It looked like a little bit, but it worked for her.
Yeah, sometimes the changeup works. Everything's in motion like that, and all of a sudden you realize that set is a little bit too high, and you just get the fingertips on it.
Sometimes that takes the defense off guard as well.
Back row hit for the libero. I don't know if that was by design. Sylvia Taylor blocked at the net. Backman, now Legacy. Good touch, 1-2, and Felkley right there. She didn't need to do anything. Oh, but they're going to call Felkley in the net.
Oh, shoot.
Century didn't even realize they got the point there. they threw the volleyball back to the other side.
I don't know that I saw it either, but I'm way up here, so.
Yeah. Hope Bauman, long. Now Century returning 7 seniors this year. Legacy graduated 8 seniors. Some of that's probably playing out here early on in the season. Fosland to Backman. Oh, how about that shot?
Yeah, got a little net help on that one and bounced it over.
And we're tied at 5 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard here in set 3. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Brendel, oh, just wide.
That looked really good. It was just, like you said, just wide, but that was a great pass, good set. And she was right on top of it, just wasn't able to keep it in.
Yeah, everything looked in perfect synchronization there. Tough serve. Addie Clemene coming alive here in set 3 for the Patriots.
She does have a great serve back there. She's coming in really aggressive, and Legacy had a tough time with it that time.
Yeah, Century had their streak broken last year. Folks, they had played as Clemene hits the nets on the serve in 12 straight state championship title matches, winning 7 of them, and they went to state last year as the #1 seed out of the West and were promptly sent into the consolation bracket by Fargo Davies. For the first time in 12 years, Century didn't play for a state title.
It's incredible.
That is an incredible streak. Backman has done that a few times tonight. Down the line with a 2-hand push.
Yeah, she did a really great job of pushing it all the way back to that corner too. That can be hard to defend, and that's a great play, to use those corners, make your defense run back and forth, and guess what you're going to do.
And Kilber serves with Century up by a couple. Hoynes with a dig. Watson comes cross court. Set up for Heinley. Hard off the block. I'm going to have to learn a few more H adjectives this year. If Heinley keeps swinging like that.
Yeah, right.
Legacy's just going to have to bump it over by Brendel. Fosland comes to Backman, yes.
And she almost hit the exact same spot, but this time with a full swing.
Yeah.
And she's got that spot down, and it's a hard spot to defend.
And now this rotation is working for Century. They've increased their lead to 10-6 here in set 3 with the Patriots leading 2-0. Looking for the sweep on the home floor of the Sabres. Yeah, that's a nice tip there for McKenna Brendel.
Yeah, she did a really good job of coming in with a, could have almost thought she was going to hit that one, and then she pulled back and just tipped it over the block. And
Miners, stay tuned. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroad postgame, comes up after this one. Get a word with some of the particulars. Some postgame interviews upcoming as another big swing for the Patriots.
Yeah, and from Backman again, and that was on the right side. Then we see her swinging on the outside, but I remember when she was a sophomore, that was her, that's where she came in and she played on the right side. So she's comfortable over there, and she proved it.
Century still hanging on to that 4-point lead here in set 3. Watson goes to the corner. Back set by Kilber. Wolf flies in, and Legacy can't handle it.
Again, I like to highlight the defense because that's what I played, but great job by Backman. And, that wasn't just a very easy pass, but she put it right on the setter, and they were able to take advantage because of it.
Yeah, just been a little more in system tonight for Century. As soon as we say that, one goes off the scoreboard and everything else, and Legacy finds a way to get a point. Volk back in for Hoynes. And Watson at the service line. Serves it to DeWitts. Heinley rips it.
And the same thing with Heinley. Last year we watched her swing on the right side, and then she's moved into the middle, but she did a great job over there.
Volk with touch 1 for the Patriots. Seeley sets it up, blocked by Century, but
blocked out of bounds, so
blocked
point
out of
to
bounds,
Legacy.
yep. Yeah, we mentioned Marley Falcon. He had 18 threes last year for the Sabres girls basketball team for Coach Jim Petrick. Marley's brother Parker is also a standout basketball player for the Legacy Sabres. And now you're going to get Mackenzie Schilke in, the junior, serving it up for the Sabres. Kilber comes to Clemene. Good dig there by Schilke, and it's going to be a point for Century.
That was a really great dig by Schilke. That was a bummer that there was a little bit of a collision at the net there, and Felkley ended up being in the net.
Yeah, you know what it's like in that back row where sometimes it's just self-defense.
Yeah. Protect your face, and sometimes you get lucky, and it's a pretty good dig.
Patriots by 5, 14-9 in set 3. Century looking for the sweep. Tight set up for Kraft. Oh, just long, but they say it was tipped. That's going to be a kill for Legacy. Kaylin, I think I said Caitlin. It's Kaylin Kraft. Beg your pardon. Solom serves. And that was an athletic play by Foslin, but she was really in no man's land, or no woman's land.
Yeah, it was a good try. That was going to be a tough play to make.
Solom with another tough serve. That one's bumped across smartly by Foslin off the nice dig by Fitterer. And there's Brendel going cross court. Yes, sir. That's one of the better swings of the night for Legacy right there. Oh yeah, gets to drop the hammer chant. I love it. Legacy right back in it. They're down by 2. Clemene off the top of the block. Solom sends it over. Fitterer, good first pass. Set up for DeWitts. And that's going to be a point for Legacy.
Yeah, that ball went into the net, and great dig by Legacy's libero back there, Avery Will. She really kind of made that play happen.
Nice little run here for the Sabres. Good service by Solom, and she does it again. And that's going to be an ace. Jamie Zastapul up off the bench. Wonder if we might see a timeout there for Century, but she's just going to let it be a learning experience here early on. Got to figure it out on the court sometimes, girls. Oh, and Solom went to the float, and the short serve goes just wide. Well, and now you get the mandatory timeout at 15. 15-14 here in set 3, even though the scoreboard interface says Set 3. I can't go down there and change it myself, folks. And Century does lead 2-0 in the matches. Those should be on the scoreboard as well, but I digress. This break tonight brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. Patriots looking to close it out. Legacy looking to hang around for set 4. We're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
I hope you're enjoying the sights and the sounds tonight on opening night. WDA Volleyball here on the PSP Network. Todd Domrys, Mackenzie Quintus, and John Haugen with you. Century by 1. Hope Bauman serves it up. Dig by Volk. Set up by Will. Felkley sends it over. Back set for Foslin. Taylor just long.
Yeah, that was close, but line judge called it out, and so point to Legacy, and they're tied up again.
Hoynes serves as we're tied at 15. Century, somehow Backman from beyond the line there. It was way deep on that attack and sent it right in the middle of the block.
Yeah, I think the timing was probably just a little bit off on that. They weren't able to press over, and so then it came down in front of them, and they couldn't dig it out of the net.
Good dig by Watson, goes to Felkley. Foslin keeps it alive. Backman rolls it deep. And back and forth we go here in set 3. I think it would be good for the psyche right now for Legacy to just find a way to win set 3 here.
Oh, for sure. Yep, they need a little momentum behind them and a little confidence boost here.
And a miss hit there for Heinley will help the cause for the Sabres. You know it's early season when you got multiple coaches up doing exactly that, coaching.
Yep.
Jen Astle and one of her assistants were up talking in there. There's an ace, Avery Will.
Yeah, they're not afraid to get out there and let them know what they think.
Well, and this isn't uncharted territory. The match we mentioned last year between Century and Legacy at Century got up 2-0, and all of a sudden Uncle Mo switched and Legacy rattled off 3 straight.
Yeah, you're right.
Heinley pushes it to the corner. Sent over by Hoynes. Free ball as Century couldn't handle that. Now Legacy tried to dump it over. Fitterer sets it up for Sylvia Taylor. Yep.
Yeah, and Sylvia had almost an open net on that one. Legacy's block was pretty late, and so she took advantage and really swung away. But Legacy was able to, rattle off a few points there, see if they can get a side out and keep that momentum going on their side.
And Kilber serves it up, and it's an ace for Century, and we're tied at 18. This has been the closest set of the 3. Century winning 25-11 in set 1 and 25-18 in set 2. So here we are in crunch time in set 3. Kilber to Will. Solom gets it to Watson, and a good spot. Sammy Watson with the kill.
She did a great job of getting up all the way, and she hit the ball right over their block.
And Jenny Seeley will come in and serve for Legacy with the Sabres up by a point. Legacy trying to dig out of a 2-0 hole. Tough serve received there for the Patriots. Legacy has it. They set it up for Kraft, just wide. Backman serves with their score 19 apiece. Watson to the corner. Kilber sets it up. Wolf tied up at the net. Seeley comes to Kraft, rolls into the donut. Nice cleanup there by Fitterer. Back row attack for Backman. Tipped at the net. Good reaction by Hoynes. Now nobody belts it over for Legacy.
And that's kind of the second time that's happened to Legacy, but you know, we talked a lot in the pregame that this is a brand new team, and that's some of the growing pains of a brand new team. And you get a time on the floor. Let's see if we can get your Ryan Family Dealership replay here of the action. Oh, I wonder what we're going to get here. It was a point from a moment ago. I think it might be the Madison Wolf kill, maybe? Oh, no, it was the cutter there for Sammy Watson. Nicely done for the Legacy Sabres to keep them around here in set 3. 20-19, Century on top. Closing in on the conclusion of set 3. Century looking for the sweep. Legacy looking to make it a 4-setter.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Patriots by a point. Backman serves it. Seeley sets it. Swing for Watson. Fitterer to Kilber. Heinle just bumps it over. Seeley goes to Watson, pushes it down the line, just out.
Good idea. Just was out a little ways, but great pass by Avery Will to set that up.
And here's Legacy again. They're knocking on the door, but Century leads by a couple. Need a good side out here if you're the Sabres. Kraft bumps it over. Century gets a swing for DeWitt. Yes! Found the corner.
Yeah, she hit that back line there. That was it was in, but it was she used the whole court.
Yeah, big swing there for the senior Cadence DeWitt. Get a Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the court. Legacy just pushed it over for Kraft, and here comes the big near side swing for DeWitt. How about this spot? There's not much defense for this one. When it hits right there, you can't really see it, but man, that was right in the coffin corner, and nothing Legacy could do there, and Century leads by 3, timeout on the court. Set 3, Patriots 22, Legacy 19. Patriots closing in on the sweep.
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
I love that promo right there. The Anthony Doppler winner at the WDA tournament a couple years ago. That's what we like to do on the PSP network is promote local athletes. Oh, there's a big swing for Falcon. And the Century block party. Madison Wolf all smiles after that one.
Yeah, that was a great block. And, you know, Legacy had the coverage there. Someone just needed to take the initiative to go take it.
Patriots by 4, 23-19. Seeley goes to Kraft, cleaned up by Kilber, set up by Fitterer, back row push for Backman. Touch for Hoynes, Falcon off the block. Century gets it over to Wolf. Easy play there for Legacy. They go to the dump, tip straight up by Heinle. DeWitt with a flat-footed attack, good rally here. Kraft rolls it over. Century sets it up. And Heinle is blocked there by Falcon and Watson. Legacy's got a chance. Kraft off the block. Cleaned up by Backman. Heinle, yes sir!
And that's the advantage Century has there. Kilburn did a great job of getting a set up to her. She was like, kind of going backwards, but she put it up there. And when you have Alexis Heinley, she can adjust and she swings hard.
And now you get a Serve Pro match point. Trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Falcon with a tight set, and that's the way this one will go into the books. Century earns a sweep tonight on the home floor of the Legacy Sabres. Final score in set 3, 25-19, and the Patriots win this WDA opener tonight on the PSP Network. Stay tuned. Our Magic Towing, or check that, our in-between set breaks are brought to you by Magic Towing, but our post-game comes up next. Brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Century wins this one 3-0 over Legacy, and our post-game comes up next here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card.
All right, we're back at our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Hey, joined here by the senior Madison Wolf. Well, how fun was that for an opening game victory against a crosstown rival?
That was awesome. I thought we executed really well and just played great as a team. I thought it was really fun.
You know, and Mackenzie talked about this a lot tonight. You guys had the block well set up. So talk about what goes into that, because it seems like that's a staple of Century Volleyball.
We do a lot of skill breakdown in practice where we really break down in that block and that footwork and all those hands and pressing, and I feel like that just really paid off tonight for us.
And it's early, and I mean, sure, there's a lot of things to figure out. You got new faces, but you got a lot of returners too, so it's got to be exciting, but yet you kind of got to temper that because it's a long season, right?
Yes, we've been playing together for a long time, so it's really fun to see what we've put together this year.
What was working for you tonight? You had a lot of kills, a lot of blocks. I mean, what did you see on the attack tonight?
I think just hats off to our setters and our passers. We had a really good defensive game tonight, and our setters were really mixing around the ball, which let us pick many options for those kills.
And as a senior, you've played in this environment before, but that was a pretty good student section and kind of a raucous atmosphere for night one. That's going to be a fun season.
Yeah, super fun. They just bring a lot of energy, which makes us have a lot of tons of fun on the court. So.
Great game tonight, Madison.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks.
I'm going to stick around here for just a second for Coach Zastapool. As Century wins this one 3-0 tonight over the Legacy Sabres. Hey, Coach, that was perfect timing. Perfect timing. Hey, it's early season, right? But there was a lot of cool things there for your team tonight. You get the sweep in a raucous environment on the road, across town, but a lot of good takeaways.
Always a fun environment to play in, and the crowd gets into it. It gets the girls excited, but excited about what the girls did. And we've talked all summer long about the connection that this team has, and I'm excited for what's to come, because I think if we're starting here, I'm excited for where we can go. I'm excited to be able to coach this group, and I'm honored to be able to do that. But definitely have some things we can clean up. But Legacy is a great team, a tough team, and pleased with what we did.
Yeah, we've commented on this over the years, but I asked Madison Wolf about it. But your block, it's a staple of this team, and it has been for years. But what goes into that? There's a lot of hard work and that skill breakdown to make it be such a good block.
Sarah Bohr goes into that. My varsity assistant, Sarah Bohr, works with our blockers a lot. And, in the last few years, we switched our block up a little bit, and we're trying some different things here this year. And the girls are really buying into it. And I thought we played really well up at the net blocking. I thought our defense in the back row played really well and kept us in system so our hitters could swing. So I thought just defensively we played a decent game.
And like you said, it's early, but you had a good showing in the crossover, get a win right away. And so with your team with 7 seniors coming back, that's a little bit of a luxury. You've had senior groups like this, but this is a large senior class that is now off to a good start.
Yeah, and excited for this group. And, it's so fun to see this. But the things that these kids are doing behind the scenes, outside of the gym and in the locker room, that's even more special to me, I think, right now at this point. Just a great group of seniors who can lead and not just sit back and watch somebody else do it.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll look forward to covering the Century Patriots the rest of the way. Nice opening round win tonight, opening night win in sweep fashion tonight at Legacy. We'll have more of our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the Fuel Tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Schatz Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Schatz Crossroads.
Century gets the opening night sweep here on the PSP Network. We're back in our Planning Team Financial Advisors Schatz Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Schatz Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. You can order online at schatzcrossroads.com. So I always like to get your opinion after we interview somebody like Jamie Zastapool and what you heard there from Madison Wolf. But any takeaways from those conversations that kind of stood out for you?
Yeah, actually, I did notice. I thought Madison Wolf had a great interview.
Yeah.
She did so good. That's not easy to do. And she actually touched on a lot of the points that I also wanted to touch on. I thought that Century's I was a defensive player, so that always sticks out to me even more so. But I thought their defense made a big difference. I mean, their passing was really great, which then, like Madison said, they were able to use all their hitters. They used all three hitters: their middles, their right sides, their outsides. Their outsides were on the right side. Their middles were swinging on the outside. They had so many options because they had really great passes. And then of course, their setters were doing a great job of using those good passes.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of nice takeaways tonight for the Century Patriots. And obviously, Legacy, we commented on this throughout the course of the broadcast tonight. They got good piece parts, but they need a little bit more cohesiveness and that leadership aspect. When things start going south, somebody's got to kind of take the bull by the horn sometimes and right the ship, so to speak.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I mean, those girls are good players, and this is an early season. Jen's a great coach. This is not the last we're going to see of Legacy by any means.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot better play from them. I know it.
Some of the final numbers here tonight brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors Schatz Crossroads as you get Century with a couple gals in double figures in kills, and that's not easy to do in a three-set sweep, but Adriana Backman has 14 kills to pace the Patriots tonight. Alexis Heinley has 10. Jocelyn Kilber leads the way with 19 assists. And then Backman also stuffs the stat sheet, leads the team with 16 digs tonight. Madison Wolf with a big night, kills and blocks as well. And so just an all-around effort tonight. You talked about that defense. That was pretty solid tonight on that back row for Century.
Yeah, and all of them. I mean, Fitterer did great. Hope had some good passes. I really noticed Backman. She had some really tough balls that she took, and they were really great passes. I mean, they were right on top, like I always say, right on top of that setter's head, and they weren't just free balls. Those were aggressive hits, and they really took them well, and it opened up a lot for Century.
I've got a couple things to take care of here on our Planning Team Financial Advisors Schatz Crossroads postgame show. First up, it's our move of the game, and usually we have our normal stable of sponsors, and tonight our move of the game brought to you by ServPro, as ServPro's got 24/7 emergency service trained technicians, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. They bring you our move of the game tonight on the PSP Network, and then we found this one in set one, and it was I'll call it the levitation of Alexis Heinley, and it just jumped off the page for you and I. And here's another look at that. Your ServPro move of the game. Watch this one. It's a back and forth affair. Then all of a sudden it looks like Legacy's going to get a tip over, and watch Alexis Heinley here in the middle in just a moment. Number 4 for Century right in the middle. Legacy's going to go to the tip, and then here comes Heinley, rises and just hangs in the air and tips it right back on the block for the win for Century. That is one of those plays that's just athleticism.
Oh, for sure. That was, like you said, hang time. That was reach. That was intuition. She did a great job.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt that you're third place state high jump placer as well.
Yeah, I imagine that was an advantage to Heinley.
It's one of those plays where there's like 3 Century girls jumping, and all of a sudden it's Heinley that's still up in the air. So she just found a way to hang, and there's your ServPro move of the game. ServPro, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. Congratulations, Alexis Heinley. A big game for her. 10 kills, double figures, including that one right there. Let's look at our upcoming schedule here on the PSP Network. Big week of action. We'll get you a scoreboard update here in just a second. As on Thursday night, we've got WDA Soccer, Century up in the Magic City to take on the Sentinels of Minot North. On Friday, you got a triple-header football. Minot at Shanley, Grand Forks Central at St. Mary's, Wahpeton at Minot North. Then on Saturday, you got Bismarck at Minot's in soccer action here. There's your week on the PSP Network here. And just week 3, we're just getting going on the fall sports campaign. We like to promote local athletes on the PSP Network. All right, it's time now for our MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. To keep you looking your best, you can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And, hey, you heard from her. I mean, she'd be the MVP just for her interview.
Yeah, I would say.
It's like
she's so good.
It's like she's been practicing that in the bedroom for a long time. Like, I'm going to get interviewed by the PSP Network. And, man, Madison Wolf knocked it out of the park. Not only in the interview, but, man, she was outstanding tonight on the block, on the kill. And you can just see that she's one of those gals that is a leader for the Century Patriots as well.
Yes, for sure. She, has got that playtime experience, and from an interview like that, you can tell she's just got confidence in herself, and so that brings leadership to the court, and that's huge in volleyball.
And the MVP play you're seeing here was how Century closed out set 1. That's how you draw it up. Fitterer sets it up to Kilber, and there's Wolf with the kill in system for the Patriots, as they were much the night. There's your MVP of the contest tonight. Madison Wolf, a senior, brings it home for the Century Patriots. All right, one last BNC scoreboard update here before we sign off for the evening. And we'll get you these WDA scores. It was a full night of action as all teams were in action tonight in the WDA. And we had a sweep here, so Bismarck is leading Mandan right now 2-0. Watford City took care of Turtle Mountain 3-1. And no score from across the reporting outlets tonight for St. Mary's and Jamestown. And then you also had Dickinson at Williston, and no report from Minot North at Minot. So those are the only finals we have in on a late BNC scoreboard update. All right, well, hey, that was a pretty good night for opening night.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah, exactly. We look forward to doing it again here on the PSP Network. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including BNC National Bank, for bringing you our scoreboard. Pre-game, as always, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, timeouts, and replay brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. ServPro brings you our set points and our move of the game tonight. Our in-between set breaks brought to you by Magic Towing. Our post-game, as always, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. And within that post-game, you heard that ServPro move of the game and our Sport Clips MVP of the game. The Levitation by Alexis Heinley is your ServPro move of the game, and Madison Wolf, the senior, is your Sport Clips player of the game. Great work by our team tonight. John Haugen producing around the cameras for us. For my partner, Mackenzie Quintus, Todd Domers repeating your final score. Century, it's a WDA opening night sweep, 3-0 over the Legacy Sabres. And until next time, so long from Hausler Gymnasium at Legacy High School.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.